Okay, what we have here is the possible investments we can do in our system and the corresponding cost, so that we can evaluate which is the best use we can do with our €1,000,000 for improving the capacity of our system. We have first a cost of €1,000 no matter where we do a change in the buffer capacity if we increase the capacity in one item. And then we have a set of possible changes in every part of our system. For example, for the saw, we can create a new one. We can have a new one, and that would cost us €400,000. We can reduce the cycle time, increasing the capacity, which is €50,000. We can increase the time between failures or decrease the repair time, or both, with the corresponding costs. As the belt conveyor, we can convert the belt to a roller, so that when I explained how it worked, I told you that if we have a blockage at the end of the roller, at the belt, sorry, the rest of the items that are on the conveyor are stopped. If we turn that into a roller, that doesn't happen, so we have some more capacity in supporting our blocks. We can have a new conveyor, and that would cost us €200,000, and we can decrease the cycle time. That means speeding up the conveyor, having it moving 10% faster, which is as well a way to increase our capacity. As to the coating machine, we can increase the capacity of our batch. Remember that we have this machine working so that it does the process for 6 blocks at a time. We can have 7, and that would increase our investment in €100,000. Or we can have a batch of instead of 6 of 8, and we will have to pay that twice, which is €200,000. We can decrease the cycle time, or we can decrease the setup time, so that instead of doing the setup every 10 operations, we could have that only every 20. So we could do a better use of our time for the coating machine. As to the inspector, we can have a new one, and that costs us €300,000. We can decrease the cycle time or decrease the setup time, and we can also decrease the rejection rate. This is not actually an inspection change. This is something related to doing some improvement in the quality of our process, so that when we get those parts inspected, we have a rejection rate that would be not 20% but 10%. So we have less rework. As to the hardening area, we can cut the process time in 10 minutes, or we can increase the capacity per part. So we could have a hardening process that can hold, instead of 10 blocks at a time, it can hold 11 or 12, and we would have to pay this cost here. As to the loading and unloading, we can have a new loader or a new unloader with this cost per new item we include in our system. We can decrease the cycle time 10% with this cost, and we can have new fixture. Every new fixture we include in our system has a cost of €50,000. And as to the grinder, we can have a third grinder, which is very costly. It's a €800,000, and we can reduce the cycle time of the grinders by 10%, or we can double the time between failures to have more capacity from the grinders. And finally, we can have an additional cleaner, or we can reduce the cycle time 10% and having more capacity. So this is all we can do in the different parts of our plant, and the budget we have is €1,000,000.